Syracuse.com quote, the governor is saying the reason he gave us this money was to combine the city and the county, point blank, straight out. That sounds like top down to me.
That was the headline.
That was the headline. I'll be very honest. So I read the story. I did not look at the video clip, so I don't know exactly what the governor's words were, or in what context, or what question he was
The
asked.
head quotes around it. That's why I'm going with that.
What I will say, and I think you guys all know this from having read headlines from the governor, he pushes hard. He believes in certain things. He wants to see change. He wants the best for, I think for the entire state, and particularly upstate. And he pushes on things. I think that the reality is, I know that this process is something that he's been aware of. And actually, he mentioned this process in his State of the State address 2 years ago, right? He held it up as an example. I wish more communities would do what Syracuse and Onondaga County would do. And at the time, the mayor and the county executive were sitting next to each other, and they stood up, and we've come a long way. We've come a long way. At the same time, so I think the point is that he believes in the process, and I think you've heard his message that he believes that some measure of consolidation is necessary. I will say, though, that I think that there is a lot in our upstate revitalization proposal that the state is excited about, and that the governor's excited about, beyond just the work around government modernization. Mark?
So, why didn't you look at school systems as part of this? Because more than half of my property taxes go to pay for schools.
Correct.
Great question.
Great question. Very hard question. You're right. Almost half of your property taxes out, if you live outside the city, go towards schools. And we thought, the commission thought long and hard about this and dealt with it at the first 2 meetings because it was a big conversation inside for the commissioners as well. I think two things. The first is we didn't have, quite frankly, the resources and the staff to take the 36 units of government and do all of the, peel the onion, take it apart and take a look, and the 28 school districts or 27 school districts, whatever the number is. In addition, the way schools are financed, as you know, are completely different than the way local government finances itself. And so you also have a dependent district in the city as one of the big 5 versus the non-dependent districts, the individual districts. I think what I hope, I guess this is just me talking, not the commission, what I hope is that we will have provided a vehicle and a process that was inclusive, that was transparent, that was honest, that was open, that was thoughtful, that worked hard to present the information as it should be presented factually without comments or opinion, and allow people to talk amongst themselves and then come to a conclusion. If that process works, regardless of what the end result is, I hope that the next wave of great people, yourself, could take that process and apply it to the conversation about schools in Onondaga County. State Ed Department has this is the third rail to the conversation on schools. The State Ed Department has a very long, very big, legal, lots of words, documents about what you can do, what you can't do, who can talk, who can't talk, who's, all embedded in education law. So not that, as I always say, that should never be a barrier because what's right is what's important. But there are different impediments